10 years ago, I played Shadow of Mordor and I loved it. I ended up playing it 50 hours and got a lot of trophies during that playthrough. And thanks to my Twitch chat, I decided to go back to the game and get that juicy platinum to my collection. Just by starting the game and seeing the main menu again made me remember how good of a game this was back in the day. Even though I don't remember anything at all, I remember that those 50 hours I played was a blast and I got really excited to start this up again, to say the least. Oh my god, I'm so excited! Woo! Here we are, guys, in the freaking main menu! I cannot even speak! That's how excited I am. Yes. The platinum of this game is considered being a 3 out of 10 in difficulty, takes around 25 hours, and 1 playthrough. So let's freaking go. First, we got to see Italian, our protagonist, and his son.
Perfect swing for killing
chickens. We get thrown into the tutorial straight away to learn the basic combat of the game. And by the looks of it, we're having a pretty fun time.
I'll have you.
That is not my son! After that nice surprise, we got to learn more basic controls. Oh, nasty! Getting some great slow motion moments and managing to survive and get ourselves and son to safety. Father and son. Now we got introduced to Talian's wife instead, and we had a cute moment together. But of course, we can only have a limited time of wholesome moments in a game like this, because now we got some really bad news. Didn't stop. No!
Put the sword down.
Sauron's captains gave us a warm welcome by crushing our left hand and ending up sacrificing us and our family in a specific ritual to try and summon a dead elf lord.
Come back to me, elf lord.
But here comes the cliffhanger. We are not dead. What is this beginning? We now ended up in this other dimension with a new friend at our side. We got the information that we are banished from death and there's only one way to break this curse, and that is to find the Black Hand of Sauron in the land of Mordor.
The Black Hand of Sauron!
Ah! That's so cool! Name drop! Wow, what an intro! After the amazing cutscene, we unlocked our first fast travel point and the ability to interrogate Uruks. This new interrogation skill introduced us to the Nemesis system in the game, which is one of my favorite parts. Here you're gonna see the captains and warships of Sauron's army, and we are here to kill them all. Oh, what's happening? Our first target ended up being a veteran captain called Gimub, the Slaver. He is supposed to have a captive that has more information about the Black Captains, and we need to find him. Eliminating his guards, the captain himself, and finding the captive, we realized that we knew him from before.
So you didn't die 10 years ago.
But most important, after this conversation, it was time for my favorite creature to make an appearance. Was now our mission to track down Gollum. We ended up following Gollum's tracks and we discovered a new cave. Here we found an unknown object on the ground, and of course we needed to take a closer look at it. Being possessed for a couple of seconds, we got told it is a lost heirloom of our spirit friend and that we saw memories of his. During this time, Gollum was able to escape and we got ambushed by our first Caragor and later on some Uruks. Defeating everyone on our way, we were able to catch up to Gollum again, and he was not happy about it.
We must have it back. We must have
This is the highlight of the whole game.
Quiet.
Ah! Ugh. Ooh. Imagine that wound. Imagine all that bacteria he has in his mouth. After taking a bite, Gollum told us that he is here to serve the Bright Master, our spirit friend, and he will give us more relics for him to take a look at. After that, he ran away and his storyline was done for now. It was now time to start another main mission that will introduce us to a new character in the game, Ratbag. After saving his life, we decided to make a deal. We were gonna help him become a war chief, and he will tell us all the information we need about the Uruks. But just a couple of minutes after this deal, we started to regret our choice.
We'd better hurry, or he'll lose his head.
Awfully tempting, isn't it?
Ratbag threw us under the bus in the first encounter we had together.
Get the ranger, not me! He's a much easier target!
Did you hear what Ratbag said? But finally, we were able to defeat War Chief Mog, which resulted in Ratbag's promotion becoming the War Chief, aka his dream and plan coming through and our mission completed. With Ratbag's mission down, we could go back to Gollum's storyline. Reuniting with him, he kept his previous promise that he was going to show us another relic. But now we also realize that Gollum is being sneaky, trying to take the relic and also trying to get information about his precious. After having an argument of what we should do and not, Gollum warned us about danger and tell us that he will be waiting for us in the ancient tower. Reaching the tower, we needed to track down Gollum once again, but this time we didn't find him. We found a Graug instead. Luring it away from its lair, we were able to find a way into the cave. There we found another relic where we got some more information about our elf lord. This time it got revealed that our elf lord's name is Celebrimbor, and he is the one person that created the Rings of Power for Sauron.
Only you could accomplish such art, Celebrimbor.
Now it was time to start the next mission called the Outcast, which means that we need to go back to Hurgen, the captive that we rescued earlier in the game. Here we needed to go back to his camp and we got a very warm welcome. Apart from his great decorations, he told us that he needed our help to get some blasting powder for an even bigger plan later on. We went to the camp, got the powder, saved a lady, and then the mission were done. Dam, dam, dam. Now when we have helped Hurgen, Gollum, and Ratbag, it was time to take care of the 4 war chiefs. As mentioned before, I find the Nemesis system in this game a blast. They did the voice lines and names of the Uruks amazing as well. Nice. Now the war chief is coming. The poet. He does not look like a poet. He looks like a nightmare version of Shrek. I love these songs. After singing along to the war chief's shoutouts, we also had a special cutscene with one of the war chiefs. Oh my god, the best cutscene ever! I'm gonna see it in the bush. I'm not gonna see. Well, I guess we saw the most important. I cannot even show this on YouTube, guys. But I think you can imagine what was flying there. After branding all the war chiefs, we went back to Hurgen to plan our next mission, which was to explode a monument of Sauron to get the Black Hand's attention, which worked out perfectly. Starting the mission, hoping to find the Black Hand, we got the information that one of his minions, the Hammer, has been sent instead. Calling in the war chiefs, but Ratbag was the only one left, just as planned. But unfortunately, it didn't help us one tiny bit. Instead, we had our first boss fight of the game, which was really fun. You need to learn his moveset and how to actually do damage on him, because he doesn't allow you to fight the way you normally do against the Uruks. Eventually, we got the final blow and Talion could get his revenge. After the fight, we got interrupted by a woman called Ithariel. She was there to take us to Nirn, the new map of the game, and to introduce her to her mother, the Queen. And yeah, she doesn't look super healthy.
What the dog doing?
She's letting us know that Sauron's army is on its way to Mordor, but she can help us by guiding us to a power that can prevent all of this. To do so, we need to head to Morgoth's Scar, take the elven craftwork, and find a dwarf. And so we did. We started by going to a cave to find another relic, and this time we saw the hammer Celebrimbor got from Sauron himself. With this relic, we saw Sauron betraying Celebrimbor, and also how he's planning to ruin the whole Middle Earth. Waking up from the memory, we got ambushed yet again, and this time it was by a ghoul matron. Damn, guys. I'm scared. We managed to defeat it, and we also escaped the cave with some help from a stranger named Torvin. Torvin introduced himself and was fast to tell us that he is looking for a new hunting partner. Starting his mission called Big Game, Torvin spilled his secret that he is hunting for a specific Graug and he needs our help to defeat it. But before we could do that, we needed to do some preparations. For example, learn how to mount a Caragor and how to defeat a Graug. When this was done, we arrived at the cave believing that now it was time for boss time, but it was not. So instead of finding a Graug, we found another relic that showed us that Sauron is using his powers to force Celebrimbor to forge the one and true ring. But before we could get more information, we got interrupted by the legendary Graug. Unfortunately, this was the boss fight I liked the least in the whole game. This is because I find the fight very tedious and grindy. You cannot fight it normally per usual because it's a boss fight, but the way you need to defeat this one is just so boring. But eventually we managed to take down the Graug together with Torvin, and we could continue the Queen's storyline instead. Going back to the Queen, she tells us that we need to destroy the Black Hand and his army to break our curse. She tells us that the answer we're seeking can be claimed at a nearby fortress. So without further ado, we went there. As we arrive, we learn a new ability to brand Uruk so they can join our side, which is a very handy and fun skill that we're gonna make a lot of use of. After branding a couple of Uruks, we talk to the captives and ask for the relic that the Queen has asked them to acquire. And of course, this is a relic that we're gonna see Celebrimbor's memories. This time we saw Celebrimbor being overwhelmed by Uruks and protecting his family. But eventually Sauron joins and take them all captive. With another mission completed, we headed back to the Queen. But this time she was not as welcoming as she usually is. She having a party. Trying to suck Celebrimbor out of our body, we realize that she is under Sauron's possession. Luckily for us, Lathariel comes out of nowhere and saves the day by breaking the curse of the Queen. Schmackaroo! Now it was time to brand all the war chiefs to prepare for the final battle. Doing this, we could yet again enjoy the war chiefs' names being called out. Shock at the rats. See their goofy names and just have fun with the game in general.
You idiotic worm!
Or Othrak the Handsome. Oh yeah. That's the first thing I was thinking actually when I saw him. Damn, that one is handsome. When all of the 5 war chiefs were branded, it was time to head back to the final mission, Lord of Mordor. But before we reached the boss fight, both me and Talia was a little bit confused.
I wasn't expecting you.
Hello, you look kind of dead. How do you speak? Or no, it wasn't a corpse?
Gave you welcome.
Oh, I thought it was him. Realizing it was not the corpse talking to us, we got to see another captain of the Black Hand, the Tower. And yeah, he's gonna be our next boss fight.
As you wish.
As you wish. For this boss fight, just as the previous ones, we cannot defeat him just like a normal Uruk. Here you needed to focus on your stealth and your drain ability to actually defeat him. But I was surprised how easy this fight and how short it was, so I was certain there was gonna be a second phase. Oh snap. Wait, this was it? This was the boss fight? Damn, get all your anger out. I don't think we're done. Well, I think we are done. I take that back. I take that back. I think we're done. With the tower defeated, we went back to Nirn. But at arrival, we realized that we came too late. Gollum was the only one standing, and he gave us another relic. This time we see the one true ring again, but this time Celebrimbor is taking the ring for himself and tricks Sauron. But before we can get more information, Talion wakes up and realizes that Gollum is trying to smash our head in because he wants the ring for himself. After getting caught and not finding the ring, he ends up running away yet again. Leaving the place and pushing forward towards the Black Gate, we finally managed to meet the Black Hand himself. He introduced himself with a so-called gift and forcing us into another memory of Celebrimbor. Now we see him with his own army against Sauron's army, and it looks like the victory is gonna be Celebrimbor's. But when it looks like he's gonna finish it all, we see the ring falling off his finger and land on Sauron's instead, which changed everything. After watching that brutal cutscene, we jump back to the Black Gate, and I thought we were gonna prepare for a boss fight, but no, that was not the case. Because the Black Hand decided to sacrifice himself as it tells us that we are gonna get sealed together in death. And just when everything looks green for us, Celebrimbor creates an opening for us to defend ourselves and get Celebrimbor back to our own body and getting rid of the Black Hand. With the final epic fight over with, Celebrimbor asks Talion if he wants to pass over to join their families now when everything is over with. But Talion has another plan.
The time has come for a new ring.
It ended like that! Let's go! Now when the main story is completed, it was time to focus on the trophies we had left. I decided to go for the different challenges in the game, the hunting challenges and the survivalist ones. The hunting one requires you to track down and kill different animals in the game, while the survivalist wants you to pick different flowers. After completing 5 challenges, we got our first trophy of this playthrough. Hurrah! Oh my god! And now I needed 5 more to go to get the last hunting challenge trophy. This one turns out to be a little bit more messy though, because of the NPCs ruining the challenge or the specific enemy just didn't want to spawn. But eventually we got it and we could focus on the survivalist challenge instead. How's it going? Is it the way to do it, guys? Probably not. And after having our chill time picking flowers, it was time to spice it up a bit. And with spice, it means that we're gonna be a party pooper and poison some Urg's drinks when they are having a party. No. Please. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I did it. Oh, I did it. Cross your fingers, it will work. Oh, I've never been successful with this. I'm always getting caught. Go here so we can see them. Party, party! One thing that I didn't manage to do in my first playthrough was to do all the Urfel Legion challenges. You need to do all 10 of them to get a trophy, and it's not difficult at all. Now it was time to brand some more Urgs to get the trophy called Stinking Rebels. This trophy is pretty interesting because here you need to pick out a certain war chief and brand all 5 of his bodyguards to later turn all of them against him. This one requires a little bit of work and planning to achieve, not only because it requires you to find, defeat, and brand the current bodyguards, but also because not all war chiefs have 5 guards as default. So after some scheming and branding, I managed to get all the guards branded, and the trophy was finally mine. That is the dude I think I need.
Ooga Kuga.
Ooga Kuga! Okay, let's go in the trap then. I never seen this. Ugu! Ugu! Oh! 5 bodyguards that are my bodyguards. They belong to me, dude. Look at this, guys.
Surrender your will.
Yes! Stinking rebels! Woo-hoo!
Now,
Trophy is mine.
get in!
So we also have another one with the war chiefs, guys, which is power vacuum. When you could hello, we need to kill 5 war chiefs before any Uruk take their place. Lucky for me, one of the maps I had already branded all the war chiefs because of previous finished main mission. So instead of fighting all the war chiefs and then brand them, I could go and summon each war chief one by one and use my power to just get rid of them. Pretty easy and pretty weird, not gonna lie. But we got the trophy. Alright, calling the last war chief. Then the trophy should be mine. He's a level 12. He's a baby. Baby war sheep. Ah, Stu. I liked his name. That was a good vibe. Ooh, and 2 bodyguards. Jesus, we're killing everyone, eh? Trophy? Yes! Power vacuum. After getting the power vacuum trophy, it was time to go for another trophy that I had a hard time pronouncing for some reason. Alright, so I just bought one ability called Death Threat. And that is because we need it for this trophy called Iron of Death. Issue a death... I cannot say it. Death threat. So let's do that, I guess.
I'm going now. Next
Can I
time I'll kill you
retrieve?
all the way.
Dude, it doesn't work like that. He's like, yeah, I am done now, so...
I won't die. Then we both live.
Dude. No. Oh god, I always miss that. Let's see if that gives me the trophy. Yes! Iron of Death! Nice. Now it was also time to become a White Knight, or a Rider as it's called in the game. Here we need to find a Caragor, take control of it, and then find captives around the map. Here we needed to rescue them by killing the Urks, holding them hostage, and we need to do it while riding on the Caragor. Here we have some. Come on. Come on! Yes! White Rider! Boom, boom, boom! So far these trophies has been pretty nice and chill, but the one we're going for next I had some trouble with. Now we needed to help a captain survive a recruitment mission. When he succeeds with it, we need to kill him and his recruits. Yeah, it sounds like the rest of the trophies. Straightforward, no problemo, but for me it ended up a problemo. First of all, you need to be lucky and get the mission called Recruitment on the map. As much as I know, this one is RNG based, and it was not my lucky day to get this one. For me, it took a very long time before I even got my first mission, and when I did, this happened. 15 minutes now. I haven't found it. Still. I'm out. Oh, he died. Oh, so I'm not gonna get this mission again because the freaking captains are just freaking ass. He's a 19 and he can still not get it. After 2 attempts for this trophy, I had to search for this mission around 25 more minutes before I got one more chance to get it. Okay guys, cross your freaking fingers, we got another one. I think overall we're maybe up to 30 minutes, 35 minutes to try and find just a mission.
Demon! Flexed in black, I fear nothing. Nothing!
I don't think it was gonna work.
You club! Time to die!
I don't get the trophy. Oh god, thank god. Oh, just when I was gonna complain. Okay, I needed to get rid of his best friend also, whatever. 69%? Wow. After getting this trophy, I luckily lost my unluckiness and got lucky with this trophy, which could turn out pretty tricky, but I got it on my first attempt. Alright guys, we're getting really close here to get 100%. We're at 95% now for the plat. And now we're gonna go for the Burning Vengeance, which is a quite tricky trophy to get. All these, yes, these are berserkers. The one to the right. Okay, now. Boop and boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yes! Yes! Burning Vengeance! Ooh, that feels so good. So now, the second to last trophy we needed was the Rise and Fall. For this one, we needed to find an Uruk and lose a fight against him. This will not only make his day, it will also make him a captain. But that is not enough to be able to get the trophy we need. Now it was time to help him out even further to become a war chief. Just as we did for Ratbag. After using the Nemesis system back and forward, helping out our new Uruk friend, we got him to the highest position as a war chief, and then we sacrificed him. We have one more thing to do, guys, and that is to do this. Yes! Rise, fall. Now we only had one more trophy left, and that was a Mighty Doom. This one was quite tricky because of all the steps you need to do to get it, and also because of the uncertainty if you're gonna get it or not. So to get this trophy, you need to kill a captain or a war chief that's gonna give you a level 25 rune. And by killing a random captain or war chief, they always give you a rune the same level as they are. But this time, as mentioned, we need a level 25, and there are no Uruks that are that high level. Which means that we need to find a level 20 war chief and kill him with certain conditions to level up the rune he's gonna drop. I got my level 25 rune by letting the war chief kill me once. That is gonna give me 1 point towards the rune because we will get a vengeance kill. Then we're gonna get 2 points for killing a war chief and another point for knowing its weaknesses and strengths. The last point is the trickiest one. Here you need to use a strength or weakness against the Uruk to get 1 point. This one can be a little bit glitchy, I noticed, and sometimes the Uruks can have a weird weakness that is tricky to pull off. But if you do all this, you should be able to get a rune that is plus 25. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure at all. Oh, please cross your fingers. Master of Mordor. Who is the Master of Mordor? Right here. Right here, baby! Right here! So there we go, guys. Shadow of Mordor Platinum is ours. And we got the 52 trophies. And what a blast it has been. I really enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed the platinum. I have now 70 hours in total, so it took me 20 hours to take the remaining trophies that I had. Highly recommend. I want to play the next game also, Shadow of War, most definitely, because this was a blast. Yeah, highly recommend. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Leave a like and comment, and let me know in the comment section if you have this platinum. Otherwise, are you gonna go for it? Because this is great.